Okay, so part two of having a bit of a play with getting some number plates on the wall. This is 100% because of Sam, as far as getting these things measured up correctly. And she really has done a great job of telling me where to screw holes in and what to do. And as you come down the hallway now, instead of seeing a wall with nothing on it, it's a bit different, absolutely, but I can tell you, this is Sam's been nice enough to let me put all my little model car collection stuff in here, and we're going to put all lights and stuff in there, but it's just kind of carrying through with me owning a few cars from the US and bits and pieces. It's a bit of memory lane too, but Sam had a system. It's a good system, and what it was, we had basically two sets of plates from the US, but I wanted to get the Canadian plates on, and we had literally 44 it worked out, wasn't it? I think I have to do the maths now. 42, 6 by 7, there you can see it. 6 by 7, yeah, okay. So 42, as in, so that makes it 84 plates that we could get on, so I couldn't get the entire double set on. I thought, right. So we went from A right across the top line and decided let's just keep going and keep across the hallway with alphabetical order, and then basically it just keeps on going until you hit back over here. I think it finished, and then we decided, well, Sam decided, smart idea. She said, well, since you've got this really historic, very old Washington DC plate, she said, let's go backwards from that W and then go backwards in US plates until we get down. And we had to knock out a few states because of the fact that we only had so many spots to put them in. But I wanted to get the six plates in for Canada that I had. And I doubled up on Klondike Yukon plates because I'm going to get a Saskatchewan plate to come in, and that'll just take up where one of these Yukon plates go. But overall, it's been a bit of a fun job. Just look, we're all going stir crazy with this this virus thing. So you got to find little projects to do. Sam and I painted the wall, and I'll probably be a bit more honest here. Sam painted the wall. My baby here, she's just taking some photos. But then, I trimmed up these bits of timber around just to kind of... and this was Andy's idea. Anyone knows me through the ham radio game would know Andy as VK2 VOO. And we were in Bunnings and he said, use these timbers. And I went, oh, geez, I don't know if they'll work, Andy. But no, they're fine. Actually, it was just a little bit different using a bit of timber. Anyway, but some of the more collectible plates that are really worth some money these days. This is a 91, 92, 93 Chicago Bulls plate that Illinois, excuse me, put out. Now, this is actually a 93 plate. If you had the 91, 92 plate, they go for a set of 3 of those go for over 10 grand now. But you got to understand, Chicago Bulls fans, they are definitely. I've been offered quite a bit of money for that plate there, but to be honest, it's probably my best plate. The old DC plates, they're definitely getting harder to find. Look, I could go through a number of plates, as we go through here, that are just getting definitely harder to find. But there's a lot of plates here that are that are not sort of like a Indiana 2014 tag plate. It's not obviously worth heaps of, it's maybe $40-50 or something, but some of the other plates like the old Nebraska truck plates, etc. Once again, just a bit different. And I was really funny about whether to put this plate on here, the USA Olympics plate. I just sort of thought, look, it's probably the only plate that is a sample plate that was put out in Michigan. But in the end, I gave in. And if I really, I do have other plates I can change it out with. If I get a conscience problem, I can take that out. But as you can see, we have covered all states. And I've tried to use the most historic plates as possible because, don't you love that? Michael Jackson. Okay. So there's basically, you can see that number plates are tourism, and that's the thing with, sort of states, different states and what they do. Hey Sam, how do you say that place? Potawatomi?
Yep, Potawatomi.
Potawatomi, Iowa. There you go. But, look, you learn a little bit about each state and what they do by their plates.
Which Canadian one are we missing?
Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan. So we need Saskatchewan. If anyone's got a Saskatchewan plate.
Oh yeah, we'll get that. Don't you worry. That's easy. So a lot of these plates here, as you can see, they're really trying to sell, what it is they've got in their state. Texas will always be the Lone Star State. It's either going to be that or the place where all the guns are. But there's just some really, really nice plates here that, and as I said, I had to really choose through having such a collection of them, which ones made it to the board. You can see there's a whole stack of plates sitting on the ends of the counter there. I probably have nearly got enough plates to make up another set. But this is it for me for American plates. I'm just going to go with what we've got here. Look, there may be the odd one we change out because something more historic comes up, but having nearly a set of both on the wall. A set of 2 lots of each state on the wall is fine. But as you can see, some of these have done some real time on the road. Actually, a lot of them have, and they're a little bit interesting just as to. I think the colours of what, and this is possibly how we sort of chose things, was by age and by vibrant colours, so that when you stood back from this wall, you just really got a collection of colours that you just said, right, okay, that wall that was really meaningless, and it really is just an entranceway through to our main areas. It just sort of put a little bit of flavour to it, but I've got to go through what is a stack of plates here, and we'll be just sort of going through. Good on you. I'll be going through what we do and don't need. I'm probably most likely to do a pile of these and just sell off what's left now, because we've really just got to the end of it now. But there's still a lot of very nice plates, some really old plates, some newer ones. This one only just didn't make it to the wall. We actually had 2 other more interesting Kentucky plates, but obviously the Kentucky Derby, the horse racing and that, they're pushing that in that one. There's so many plates that tell you so much about what they do. Illinois with Lincoln, of course. So I'd love to have got them all up there, but it didn't quite work out that way. Just space, as you can see. We did contemplate doing another bay sort of, but there's a door going on the end there, so when that door opens it was going to look silly. So sometimes getting what you can up. Look, once again, some people might say you could have gone a bit lower. Look, in hindsight, maybe, but you like that?
Yeah, no, because it's lined up from the edge.
It's lined up from the edge. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Look, actually, Sam's got a good point there, and there were some things that came into that just were a bit of fun. But anyway, this is how we're spending our time in hibernation. Is that right, Sam? Isolation, hibernation, all those different possibilities. But yep. The one thing we did think about is, do we paint the timbers? And I think Andy's right, we don't. I think they'll be fine. But because we've got a timber door that'll be going, a glass door down the end there, so that'll be timber. So hopefully that'll all sort itself out. All right, so that's how we spent our Easter Saturday.
Hey.
Sam's over it. She's been working hard though. This has been, what time we start? At 2 o'clock or something? 1, 2, 2 I suppose.
I'm not sure what time it is now.
Well, it's quarter to 8 at the moment. Yeah, that'd be, wouldn't it?
Alexa, what time is it?
Alexa.
It's 7:45 p.m.
Quarter to 8. There you go. Anyway, so we've a few hours, but you know what? It's been a bit of fun to clean up. By the way, all the painting on the ceilings and the walls, that's not me, that's Sam. Sam's done a great job.
Got to put that smoke detector back up.
Oh yeah, you've got a smoke detector's got to go back up there actually tonight. Actually, I'll do that before. Yes, that's not a bad idea. So pretty much, and that's how it sort of comes as you come up the other way. So it's just, want to get a little bit on these walls over here. Just want to kind of brighten the place up a bit. This dump of a home we live in, it's capable of being better. So we're just trying to, do a few bits and pieces here and there. But might be a dump, but there's a lot of love in this home, isn't there, baby? See, big smiles. All right.
It's not a dump.
Oh, I reckon it's a dump. But anyway, it's only a dump because I haven't done all the work I need to do on it, I can tell you. Anyway, no, it's not a dump. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. It's just me having a go at myself because there's a lot of jobs that I said would be done by now, and we've been here 7 years, and they're still not done, and that would only come down to me. Anyway, we will get there one day at a time. All right, well, there you go. There's our number plate wall little job for today. I didn't actually do much radio, would you believe it, today? So for all you guys that follow me on YouTube with radio stuff, I think I had one radio go off to Bahrain in the Middle East. Long story, that one. Good mate. And that was due to a video we did. And we just did a bit of paperwork, but really, no, it hasn't been much radio stuff today. I've just sort of thought, you know what, just do something with Sam and have a bit of fun. And she was so excited when I said I want to put, nearly 100 number plates on the wall. She said, oh, that's all I want to do today, Anyway, she loves me regardless. All right, all the best, and I'll send you any updates. Most of you watching this will be family and friends, of course. I don't expect my normal YouTube audience to get all excited about a few number plates. Most of you guys are more radio orientated, but just in case you're into cars, well, I'm into cars as well. My good old mate Fletch will watch this and he'll love it. You see, Fletch loves cars, so at least I've got one fan of some number plates going on the wall. All the best. Cheers. See you later. Bye.